So how do I know when it's the right time? I hear this question a lot when it comes to things that you need to do to grow your business or things that you need to do to fix a process or to take on more than what you feel like you're already taking on. So guys, I get it. This is something that I wanted to jump into today because I think what happens far too often is we get lulled in the sense of, hey, well, I know I'm going to do this thing in a couple months from now. I'm really busy right now. I'll get into it later. And we have this idea that later we'll all of a sudden wake up and be like, oh my goodness, I have nothing to do today. I can now finally get around to this thing they wanted to get done months ago. And then months go by and nothing ever changes because we're still always compelled to deal with what's happening right now. So guys, what we're going to jump into today is something that I think is going to be able to help you get a better tool that you can use to be able to assess and answer that question. When is the right time and how can I get some traction to help get more for my business? And today we're going to use specifically to address the lead generation side of things, because I know that while you're in here, we're usually here for one of three things: get more leads, close more sales, or improve our profitability, again, without spending extra dime on marketing or advertising. So what this is going to dig into in just a minute here is a scorecard I put together to be able to help you answer that question, or at least give you something that's more concrete, rather than falling into that sense of we're kidding ourselves thinking that, hey, I'll get to it at some day. Because you've probably all heard the saying, the best time to plant a tree was many, many years ago. The second best time is right now, because what we want to be able to do for your business, what my hope and my vision for each of you watching this is, you have options, you have levers you can pull, dials you can turn, so that you can start to make those next strategic and important big moves for your business when you want them on your terms. But at least you have the options to do them because you've got things turned on and ready and available so you can grow at the right pace. So we're going to jump into that next. This is the lead generation scorecard, and I'm going to put this inside the guides. I won't go through it all in super detail right now on this call, but I am going to post it inside the guide so you can just go get it. You might see me talk about it on some of my other social channels, but just to introduce and let people know it exists. But because you're in the group, you get the goods right away. So let's just give you a little bit of a feel for what this scorecard looks like to help you assess how you're doing. So here we are. First section, okay? Take a quick look at your Google business profile. How well is it performing? We've got 5 different ways to be able to answer that question. Let's look at your website and your overall online presence. How are things going there? Let's get it. Let's have some specific things you can answer and rate yourself on if these things are happening the way they should. What about your social media? How well is that going? And here's a couple quick criteria. Lead follow-up, nurturing. We know that fortune is in the follow-up. Customers are always ready to go right away. So we need to have a good system in place to check with them. Referrals and reviews. How are we asking for those now? How well are they performing? Each one of these is going to have a quick, just a few minutes, give you a quick assessment as to how well each of these areas are performing, so that you can start to rank order, prioritize, and really ideally put some timetables around when you're going to get this stuff done. So if you need some help, grab the scorecard. I'll post it in the guides in the group. Go get it, use it. Rather than just let yourself think, hey, I'll eventually get to this thing someday, use something that you can commit to paper to then turn into a roadmap, a sequence, a way you're going to knock off some of these things that need to get done someday, but at least know what that day is, because someday isn't the day of the week. Today or tomorrow or by this Friday is. And so get some deadlines down, get some action items committed to, and make some impact. Let me know what you found most useful. Let me know if you need help with this. Happy to assess and help you get what you need to grow the business now rather than someday.